Have you ever had a conversation where you thought you were being clear, but the other person who is listening to you just didn't get it? Or maybe you were on the receiving end and someone used very complicated words and rushed through their message or got emotional, and all you could think was, what are they even saying? That's because good communication is not just about talking clearly, but it's all about removing what gets in the way. And that's what we are going to talk about today, communication barrier and how to break through them. So, welcome to the sixth episode of our communication series where we are learning what communication is and why it matters so much. So, today we are going to focus on something every communicator faces, but not everyone recognizes, barriers that block our message. In this short session, you will be learning what the most common communication barriers are, why they cause confusion or conflict, and simply practical ways to overcome them. So, what are communication barriers? Communication barriers are anything that distorts, distracts, or block your message from reaching the other person the way you intended. And the problem is, most of the time, we don't even realize they are there. So, five common communication barriers and how to overcome them. The first one is language. When you use too much of technical terms or slang language or very jargon words and make the language very confusing, then where the listeners lose their interest. Imagine you are going to a doctor and the doctor tells you with a very technical term and you were not able to understand what the doctor is telling. So instead you say that, oh, is it that? Okay, am I okay? But when you use very simple and everyday word when you speak to a general audience, when the doctor explains you exactly what happened and why it is so in a very simple language, you can understand it. You can feel that, oh, okay, if I do these things, I can easily cure myself. But if the doctor uses a technical term or a very high funda words, then you can't understand. Instead, we ask them, am I okay? Or like, what happened? Is that fine? We ask a lot of questions, right? So, in order to minimize that, always use simple words, everyday words, which the other person can easily understand. You should always remember that you should speak to be understood, not to sound very smart. Second one comes is cultural and background differences. We all come from different world, language, habit, body language or values can vary. In one culture, direct eye contact is confidence. In another, it might be seen as disrespect. So be open minded and observant. Don't assume your way is the only way. If unsure, ask politely. Is it okay if I speak openly about this? So, we should learn about the basic cultural cues if working in a diverse environment. Nowadays, in today's world, we all are traveling all around the world. So, we should respect the culture, the background when we visit some other country or some other states. The third one comes is noise and environmental distraction. Sometimes the barrier is not emotional or mental, it's just physical. Background noise, poor internet connection, or someone constantly speaking in the background, or someone constantly speaking very softly that you can't hear, these all break the communication. You are in a virtual meeting, but the audio keeps cutting out. So, what will be the impression to the other people who are there in the meeting? You miss half the message and respond incorrectly. So choose a quiet, focus environment. Speak clearly. If you miss something, ask to repeat. You can easily say as sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat again? The fourth one is assumption and judgment. One of the biggest silent blocker, that is assuming. We already know that the other person means, like we are assuming. For example, a manager says, this needs to be done fast. One of the team member assumes that means today, another thinks that this week. So don't assume, clarify, ask them that, ask your manager, do you need today or by the end of the week? So don't just go to the conclusion, don't jump and go to the conclusion, but pause and confirm. The fifth one is the emotional barrier. Emotions like anger, stress, anxiety can cloud your ability to speak or to listen. Someone gives you feedback, but you are feeling defensive. You hear it as a criticism. We always hear any kind of feedback when it is given to us as a criticism. So we should take it in a positive way. We should calm down, we should relax, we should take a deep breath. Yes, and just don't react then and there, but you should wait for the correct time to speak. Don't just hurry when you are in anger or stress. Don't speak with that person, just listen. Later on, when you are fine, just recall the words what he or she has told you. Take a deep breath, calm yourself, and then react. Don't just react then and there. For all these kind of the fights and all the problems, the household problems rather, which comes every day now and then, which you face, which I face every now and then, is just because the communication. We get angry. Being a housewife, always cooking in the kitchen, makes us angry, makes us stressful. The people who doesn't likes to cook so much. So we have to relax, we have to take a deep breath, and then we have to move forward. Don't reply then. Again, I'm telling, don't reply then. Just relax yourself and then reply. So, there's a quick recap. The 5 big barriers: language, that is, you need to keep it simple; cultural difference, be aware and not assume. Be aware and don't assume. Environmental noise, minimize them, minimize the distraction when you are in an online meeting. Assumptions, don't just go to the conclusion. You should always ask them if there is any kind of clarity you need. And last is emotions, where you need to calm and you need to reply. Don't go into any kind of conflict. Life is short, so let us enjoy the life. Yes, sometimes we do get angry, we do get upset on our loved person, but yes, we have to control our emotions. I myself get angry very fast, but we need to, I know that I make a mistake, but we need to relax our mind and then reply. So thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you will be a good communicator, great listener, and always check what might be standing in the way. So, thank you for watching this episode, and see you in the next episode.